Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, Live Day. It's back, and you can join us November 18th at Snoqualmie Casino.
Oh, just a couple weeks away, baby.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome, man. You get to join us for the first party we've had to celebrate our 50th anniversary. That's number one.
First and only.
And number two, it's Live Day, so everything, the sound effects, commercials, music, that's all going to be done live.
Plus a bunch of special guests, silly games, of course. We're just going to have a good time and a lot of mess-ups. That seems to be the thing. People enjoy watching a train wreck. And it's going to be a 4-hour train wreck for our show, and then later on with the men's room as well.
Tickets are on sale right now. You can choose from a variety of ticket options. So join us on November 18th, Snoqualmie Casino for Live Day. You can get the tickets. You can get the info at KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs. Don't be a loser.
Whoa!
B-Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking!
Release the Kraken.
Shout out to Scott, who just sent us a picture of, as he said, General Kale is releasing the Kraken, and it's a picture of him at like a Game of Thrones throne.
Wow!
And a skeleton-looking dude rocking a Kraken jersey.
That is so cool!
Yeah, so shout out to Scott C.
Yeah! Thank you, Scott. That's awesome.
And General Kale.
And Kraken Thursdays is powered by Coors Light. And I just realized in 2 weeks, Live Day is going to be on a Kraken Thursday.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. See, we're all going to be getting dressed up anyway, but there's going to have to be something Kraken related with all of
Maybe
this.
I should have ordered that gold Kraken jersey off of that website.
Oh, you should have.
Oh.
It would have gotten here in time for next Live Day. Yeah.
You know what?
Next year.
Let me order it now.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Justin and Graham. Justin, are you there?
Go Kraken.
Go Kraken! All right, Steve, get out of here.
All right.
For those playing at home, Justin will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Justin, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first aired on TV in what decade?
50s.
No.
60s, 70s.
60s, yes. Who is Kate Hudson's mother?
Goldie Hawn.
Yes. How many dimes make up $5?
50.
Yes. What year of the mid-2010s did Joan Rivers pass away?
2013, 2014, 2015.
2014, yes. He's commonly known as Baby Yoda, but what is the child's real name?
Pass.
Mount Vesuvius is on what continent?
Japan.
No.
Asia.
No.
Continent. Africa.
No. Sean P. Diddy Combs has won how many Grammys?
3, 4, 5.
3, yes. Veterans Day is celebrated in what month?
February.
No.
Oh, shoot. September.
No.
October.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct.
Oh, dang it, man.
Started well and then kind of fell off there.
He did, didn't he?
Yep, but I mean, he played the game correctly when it comes to those super fast multiple choice questions.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, but, well, yeah, exactly.
I know, Justin's not happy with himself.
Yep, well, maybe, I don't know, I was going to try to do a sports relate, but I just realized I didn't have any in my brain, so maybe Steve will win, lose, or draw. There we go.
Wow, that's, yeah, right then.
That's about all I got. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah! Release the Kraken.
Sploosh. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first aired on TV in what decade?
50s.
No.
60s.
Yes. Who is Kate Hudson's mother?
Goldie Hawn.
Yes. How many dimes make up $5?
50?
Yes.
Well.
What year of the mid-2010s did Joan Rivers pass away?
Mid-2010s. 2014.
Yes. Oh. He's commonly known as Baby Yoda, but what is the child's real name?
The Child.
No.
Mandalorian?
No.
Sasha Banks.
Whoa, no. Mount Vesuvius is on what continent?
I'm going to go Africa.
No.
Europe.
Yes.
Wow.
Sean P. Diddy Combs has won how many Grammys?
5.
No.
0.
No.
6.
No.
9.
No. Veterans Day is celebrated in what month?
Oh, crap. September?
No.
October?
No.
I can see it, but I can't.
Jeez.
April.
No. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. It's a tie. Damn it. And you both lose because you both got that one wrong.
Justin, not so bad, though, Justin. It's a tie. I'll take it.
Definitely better than I thought.
Yeah.
Still on
Appreciate you
song
playing,
for
buddy.
DJ. All right, hey, can I give a shout out real quick?
Of course.
What you got?
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my brother Joey out there picking up the garbage for us. He's a hard worker. Appreciate that guy.
Shout out to Joey the Garbage Man.
Give it a shout.
Nice work, man. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Joey, for picking up the garbage.
Exactly. He and you did not know Baby Yoda's real name. Would anybody...
I think he knows this.
Grogu.
It's Grogu.
Yep.
What? Grogu?
Yeah, if you watch the series, you would know that.
Come
I know,
on.
everyone was very upset by that name. They're like, really?
It's kind
Baby
of a
Yoda's
letdown.
better.
Yeah.
I thought he was called the Child.
Well, he was. Everyone referred to him as the child,
And
but
then
he
we-
had a real name because no one knew how to speak to him until...
Season 2.
Yep. And then we found out. And now it's Grogu.
See that, Steve? Aren't you interested?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look at.
Sean P. Diddy Combs won 3 Grammys. Justin got that one correct. And just basically just guessing anything.
Yeah.
And then Veterans Day is celebrated in what month? Nobody got that one
I don't know
correct.
why that one just bothers
Is it
me so
November?
much.
It is November.
Yeah,
a couple
that's what
weeks
I-
here.
It's in like a week. Yeah.
That's why I was thinking, I saw it in the calendar. That's why I said I saw it, but I don't know it.
You were so close that you went April after spending a long, long time.
I felt
It's
like
a week from today.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, how
One of those
about
darn
that?
questions, Steve, is those tricky Rev questions.
Yep.
Tricky. Could you just said this month? Oh, well. Well, congratulations on your tie.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, good job, Steve. Well, Steve, you and I really missed out, man.
How so?
We could have been a hell of a wingman combo because it turns out that 55% of the people said they'd hook up with someone who looks like their favorite celebrity.
Yeah.
So we could have been Vin Diesel and Gary Ridgway, and what a team.
Forget
What a
about
team
it,
would have
right?
been. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, more than half the people say they would hook up with someone who looks like their favorite celebrity. How about that?
Have you ever been attracted to someone solely because they look like a celebrity?
Yes.
Right?
I've hooked up with 3.
3 people. Who do they look like?
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Okay.
This one.
I think I remember that guy.
I remember that guy, too.
Actually, no, it's not that guy because you never met this guy.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, there's
Then
another-
then you hook up with a lot of long-haired, bearded men.
Yeah, she does.
That are musicians in Seattle. Yeah, that's yeah. One that looked like Captain Vane from the Black Sails show.
Oh,
and
okay.
One that looks like one of the characters from Game of Thrones. Gendry.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was Yoda.
Yes.
No, that's Grogu.
Grogu. That's. I try to hook up with someone that looked like Baby Yoda. No.
Oh, good job, buddy. Yeah. Well, people wanted to hook up with Shrek, and it worked out well.
That's
All right.
yeah. My wife. She said she was attracted to Shrek, and that's why we're together now.
That's why. So there's Vicky's people right there. How do you have them so readily available? Those 3 actors.
I sent them to Rev earlier because I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. How about that?
I remember in college, there was a girl that I had hots for that because she looked like Drew Barrymore.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, and then I talked to her one time, and I was like all excited, and then like after talking to her, I realized she just looks like Drew Barrymore. She's not the person I ever want to talk to again. Like, she was just like an awful human being.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was just like, all right, this is stupid. I shouldn't try and like talk to someone just because they look like a celebrity.
Yeah.
A lot of people tell me, and I had a crush on Allison Brie from Community. And now a lot of people tell me that my girlfriend looks like Allison Brie from Community in some weird way.
Oh, yeah, now, yeah.
I've never seen it, but
I
like,
can see that now.
Apparently, I'm attracted to that. So there we are.
I mean, it's a similar look, similar skin tone, hair color. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to like Allison Hannigan. So I would remember thinking like, oh, wow, and anybody that looked like Allison Hannigan. And then like Steve said, you talk to them, it's like, she's nothing like Willow. Nothing like Willow at all. I don't understand why I'm even doing this.
So we said I hooked up with a guy 20 years older than me because he looked like James Hetfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, again, who's want to hook up with a serial killer? I mean, it's a good thing I'm married. Nobody's going to, it's just, nobody's looking for that type, are they?
You'd be surprised.
I was going to say, I feel like there's probably a lot of girls who...
Well, weren't those people who would pen pal all the people in jail and get those conjugal visits?
You just need to be in prison, BJ.
Yeah, but I feel like, how stable is that going to be? And will they ask me to go on a murdering spree? Or will they come to my house, and go...
They're pen pals with murderers. You're wondering how stable this relationship's going to be?
You're not dating them because they're stable. You're dating them because they're probably really good at the action.
But you hope that that's all, and then you get out before the craziness happens. But I feel like the craziness would happen long before I could get out. That's my fear, Vicky. That's why it's like, I just don't think it's a one and done kind of thing. Yeah. How about this? The average person has the most hookups at age 27. I am not an average person.
Average person. So what was the age for you then?
I didn't have any hookups.
I know.
Thank you for that. Thank you. You know what? It takes one to know one, Steve.
Yeah, baby.
It's probably the best troll of the morning.
Oh, is it? So far. Do you forget that
Only
Steve also struck out a lot, too?
Yeah, but he pulled the joke first, so it was funnier.
Yeah, first Steve.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you just did the I know you are, but what am I retort.
It's so true. Yeah.
Pee-wee.
You got to do the rubber and glue. You got to do the rubber and glue back in order to really complete the circle. 1 in 5 people prefer to get to know the people they hook up with.
Why?
All right. Well, Vicky's not 1 in 5.
Somebody said a girl hooked up with me because I look like Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, just looks, or do you got the muscles too? That's the question.
Wait, is it Mark Wahlberg from Boogie Nights? Is that what she thought?
Well, it was a prosthetic, so I mean.
Well, you wonder if that's what she was thinking, though.
She's walking around with a teddy bear, and she just loves the movie Ted.
Aww,
yeah, all right.
She wanted to be his thunder buddy.
Yeah. So, and this one here is, they say 23% of the people admitted that a person's appearance is the most attractive quality to them. I don't know. It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about hookups, I feel like it's completely appearance, right? Especially when we're talking about
That's how it all starts. I mean, any relationship, for the most part, I think starts with you being attracted to the person, because then that's when you want to get to know them. Yeah. I don't think anyone ever gets in a relationship like, hey, why'd you guys meet? Well, I thought she was ugly as dirt, and I just figured I'd start talking to her that way, and then fell in love. It's always about attraction.
That's why I don't understand why the percentage is not higher, like at least 50%, figuring that, okay, I can understand that a lot of women don't, it's not about the physicality. Sometimes it's about other stuff. But for a lot of guys, wouldn't you say, like you just said, Steve?
It's not higher because a lot of people are lying to make themselves look better.
Yeah. That's why these polls I don't trust, because you're in a poll and immediately you go, oh, yeah, well, even though it's anonymous, you still go, oh, I don't want the pollster to know that I'm this rotten person, so I will lie and go, no, it's not about the looks. It's about who they are on the inside, Bob.
Hey, someone said I started dating my wife now because she looks like Haley Williams.
Oh.
Who's Haley Williams?
From Paramore.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That girl's attractive. Somebody also said Gary Ridgway, BJ, this is good news for you. Gary Ridgway had the most pen pals and gets the most letters of any inmate in the state of Washington.
Oh, yeah.
So you think that Gary Ridgway, if they let it with conjugal visits of all these people,
yes,
he'd be getting action?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? What? The guy killed women that wanted to have action. I mean, granted they were getting paid, right? But still,
dude, I can't get inside the mind of someone that wants to go just have sex with a murderer or a serial killer, but there's people out there that find that attractive.
Yeah, Charles Manson, didn't he marry like an 18-year-old or something that was obsessed with him?
Here's the thing.
Stop showing me that picture of Gary Ridgway. It trips me out because then there's BJ right over there.
Knock it off.
It's incredible.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. I will say this, though, about this. You know who you don't see? I feel like this is a gender thing. I hate to be that guy, but how many guys are like, oh, I'm so attracted to the murderer chick in prison? I think a lot of guys would be like, I want nothing to do with the murderer chick in prison.
Dude, if they're hot, they're going to want to bang them. Doesn't matter.
If you know
there's Twitter pages like mugshot babes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you would bang somebody you know that's a crazy serial killer. I wouldn't. I mean, if I didn't know and you just said, hey, take a look at this chick, I'd be like, yeah, she's fantastic. But if you told me, you still would do it?
Well, in college version of me, absolutely.
I'll say there's some desperate people out there.
Desperate.
Oh, man.
Yes.
All right. Well, I would have to be drunk and extremely ready. Because right now, in my sober state of mind, where I'm also not extremely ready, I'm like, no, thank you.
All right, someone get BJ some Fireball and Viagra. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
And we'll hit the correctional.
I could get going without the Viagra. I probably need the Fireball, though. But yeah. Hey, would you let someone give you a tattoo while on a plane? Yeah, this happened. And I'll tell you all about it at 7:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've been on a bike. I really like it. Living a healthy life free of gambling problems is a lot of fun and a nice change of pace. Did you say race? No. Yes.
Reconnect with yourself and the ones you love. If gambling is creating a problem for you, there's hope and help. For more information, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org. That's evergreencpg.org.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So someone posted a video after a guy sitting next to them on a flight gave his buddy a tattoo while their plane was landing. Okay, what?
This makes me think of, what was it, Steve-O that got a tattoo of his own face while he was like riding around like on like a something. He was driving around somewhere like that was bumpy.
That wasn't his face tattoo.
Oh,
he did get like a smiley face tattoo or something.
Gotcha.
And he was like in the back of like a 4-wheeler.
Yeah, drawn by Henry Rollins.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's Steve-O, and that's
right.
Henry Rollins, and that tracks for me. I mean, you know,
right? Yeah.
That's not the dumbest or most extreme thing that Steve-O's ever done. But this just regular peoples on a plane, and it's really hard to see the tattoo itself. But you know, on the video, you can. It's on the back of the guy's left hand near his thumb. And he's just resting his hand on the tray table.
Dude, it's crazy because it's on the passenger shaming Instagram page, which I'm a big fan of that page. And they typically will just show they'll show videos of people who have their shoes off, their feet on the on other people.
Yeah.
They're always like, I got to imagine this is the first of one of these. And I'm like, would I rather somebody's nasty ass foot near me or a person getting a tattoo next to me?
Yeah, I think I would rather have the tattoo. I mean, you know, if that's what's going on, that's fine. I say rather than have your foot in my seat.
Yeah.
And my, you know, that whole thing. Yeah, but a lot of people were grossed out about it, though. The online folks are not digging this. And others were thinking, how the hell do you get a tattoo machine on an airplane? They thought that would be illegal, but TSA is like, no, you can bring a tattoo machine on an airplane in a carry-on, and you can have the ink as long as it's, 3.4 ounces or less. They'll let you. It's a liquid that you can bring on.
That's probably why tattoo artists don't want to have it called a tattoo gun, so they could do things like this. Like,
yeah,
no,
right?
it's not a tattoo gun, it's a tattoo machine.
Oh, there we go. Good call. Yeah, that's hard to say. You're bringing a gun.
Yeah,
to
why
the
would you be
airport.
worried that it would be illegal? I mean, because of the little needles, I guess?
Because it's electronics, and sometimes those can be kind of weird.
Well, yeah, because it can be a weapon.
Well, I'm gonna put a mom tattoo on you if you don't land this plane.
Well, the needle itself is sharp, though, right?
It's teeny tiny, though.
Yeah. I
So are razor blades were teeny tiny. I mean,
it's a little bit different than a razor blade.
All right. I guess you're right because they let them on the plane. So that's why I would think they'd be illegal. But it turns out you're right. They're not lethal enough to be worried about.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. Then all of a sudden you can tell people they can't have earrings because they have sharp edges.
Well,
I got the same line as an earring as far as needle length.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You're right, Steve. Let's get those earrings off the plane.
Okay.
Wow.
You're consistent.
Yeah. Let's get them all off the plane. Everything's sharp. All of it. No more knitting on the plane. Get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, so it's okay. You can bring your tattoo machines on the plane. You can do all that. And yeah, if you want to, if you're that kind of guy, you can get a tattoo done while landing. I mean, sure, whatever.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Yeah, this guy gave his friend a tattoo while their flight was landing. Based on this is a simple one. We just want to know, what was the dumbest thing that you have done with a friend? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What's the dumbest thing you've done with a friend? Your calls, your texts after Rage Against the Machine on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So, a guy, and you can check this video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. A guy gave his friend a tattoo while their flight was landing. And so we thought, okay, based on this, we want to know, what is the dumbest thing that you've done with a friend? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Johnny in Silverdale, you are on The Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. So what about you? You and a friend, you did stuff, it was dumb. What happened?
So I was in high school, and me and my buddy were taking chemistry, and we read an article that if you let piss ferment and you add some chemicals, it turns into mustard gas. So we peed in some glass bottles, and we let it sit for a few weeks in the dark, and we added some other chemicals, and we blew them open with pellet guns, and we were standing there, and we go, oh, well, this is mustard gas. We should probably leave.
Oh, and did you leave, or did you stay there and get mustered out?
We got a good distance back, and we were watching, and then we were like, yeah, this is domestic terrorism. We should probably leave.
It's probably a smart call.
Wow, I didn't know that. So your own urine can be turned into mustard gas? Do you think that's what they use in mustard gas? Is that what they did all those days? You were basically, not only were you were dying from the whole thing, but it's someone else's pee? I don't think I ever knew that. That's insult to injury right there.
Yeah, I'm positive I never do that. This is on. I'll have to try it tonight. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it'll be a good father-daughter project with you and Tater Tot. Yeah,
kind of like a volcano, like those, paper mache volcanoes. With the.
She walks into science class. I didn't do a stupid volcano. My dad and I made mustard gas.
Like, we're gonna have your daughter get picked up from school. She's now a terrorist, and she's on the watch list.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Jason and Lacey, you are on The Rock.
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning, Jason. So what was the dumbest thing you've done with a friend?
So, seniors in high school, my buddy and I went to his father's property, and we were going to shoot his AR-15, and his dad had these big metal targets on a stand that are supposed to swivel when you hit them.
Yes.
But they were completely rusted out, and we said, we'll shoot them anyway. Well, they didn't swivel, and my buddy who was shooting, it came back and hit him in the shin with a ricochet bullet.
Oh, man, is he fortunate, because that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been. The bullet went through his shin muscle, and so it broke it apart. When he went to the hospital, they had to like tie it back together. He was out all summer. It was right at the beginning of summer too.
Oh man, how old were you guys, Jason?
We were 18, 19.
There you go. That's I'll tell you right now. That's Jay, you were the smart one. You let him shoot first. That's a good idea. I think. Yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't you take a shot first, there, Jimmy? Wow, dude! Imagine getting shot with your own bullet. I can't imagine the pain of that, and then he's out for the whole summer.
No, I can't. Wow. I couldn't even think about something like that. No,
dude, I get panic attacks shooting a gun. I really.
How often
really
are you shooting guns?
Well, that's the last time I shot a gun was probably like 6 or 7 years ago because it was such a panicky thing. Two of my buddies I told you about my buddy Frank who almost shot me because they told him don't ever point a gun, and he shot the ceiling and was just like, what are you doing?
Jeez.
I mean, what are you doing, Frank? And we're in a shooting range.
That's terrible lame if he was aiming for you and he got the ceiling.
I know, that was the good news. At least he really, you're right. I was like, all right, well, you're trying to kill me. I don't think I got to worry about you. But dude, you realize like this could kill somebody. Yeah. And I'm squeezing it, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And they go, why? I go, I don't want to kill anybody accidentally. That would be me. That would just be my luck. And then, of course, and Frank is the guy going, oh, come on, what could go wrong? And the next thing you know,
blammo!
Hey, everybody. Yeah.
BJ's not coming to work today because of his friend Frank.
Yeah, dude, because you realize this is a lethal weapon, just like the movies.
Yeah, last time was when I went to to the military base, JBLM, with some former Seahawk players, and we got to shoot some stuff, and that was amazing.
Wow.
But it was just very safe, very...
You shot big stuff, though, right?
Yes. Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah, I just shot pistols.
That's the only situation where I want to do something like that. Because I was just like, it was very overwhelming. And then once it started happening, I'm like, oh, I get it. This is fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would, those big things.
Like why people go to shooting ranges, it was like that moment where I'm like, oh, I understand why this relaxes some people. Because it's just like you're just letting all that aggression out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Primal screaming.
I went the other way, dude.
Like Steve, stop screaming.
Yeah, BJ's screaming was not as primal and more just terrifying.
No, I was curled up on a ball. I was just like, I don't need this.
This text made me laugh out loud. The second I saw it, I was just like, this is just, the visual is insane. My buddy and I, with a combined weight of about 400 pounds, decided to walk on a frozen lake to see if we can make it to the other side. We did not. We started hearing cracking when we decided we should slowly make our way back.
Oh no! But at least they made it back. Apparently,
that's like my biggest fear because that's a bucket list thing I would love to do is play hockey on a pond. And there have been times where, like in the Northwest, there's been like certain little spots where like the water was frozen, and some buddies were like, "Oh, we're going to hit the ice. Do you want to come?" And scheduling wise, I wasn't able to make it. But in my back of my head, I'm like, in Minnesota, I feel very safe doing something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas Washington, I don't know if I want to be on the news.
Yeah, man. Steve, do they make devices now where you can put it on the ice and it can tell you how deep it goes? I feel like that's the only way I would do it if science had a thing. Because I know they have depth finders for boats when people are sailing and they can sort of tell how deep the water is. Wonder if they can do that with ice. That's the only way I'd do it.
I got to imagine they do. It seems like technology would be there. If not, they'd probably just drill a hole and see how deep it goes.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about it. Yeah, but what if you're drilling the hole and it's too late? Like the hole is what cracked the shallow ice in the first
I didn't think about that part. They probably don't drill a hole then.
I'm going to let Steve, that's the thing Steve and I would do. What's your dumb thing you do with your buddy? Steve said, just drill a hole. We'll see how deep it goes.
Use this. Here, just a hammer and a nail. Just keep cracking it.
Yeah, you can do it.
See what happens.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Steve in Spokane. Steve, you are on the Rock.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Steve, out in Spokane, you listen to us on the Odyssey app? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I originally listened to you guys on TuneIn until you guys switched to Odyssey.
There you go. Thank you, man. Don't forget, it's AUDACY, Odyssey. Get it on your iPhone, get it on your Google stuff, whatever you want to do, your Androids, and, of course, your Steves in Spokane. What do you got for us, Steve? What dumb thing did you do with your friend?
So me and my buddy were coming back from a party when we were teenagers in Snohomish and walking up this huge hill. We lined the entire bottom of the street with the garbage cans from the road. And so
oh, boy.
Dude came flying down the hill, smashed into the garbage cans. Me and my buddy were like, oh, darn, we better go hide. So we hid in the bushes for about 10 minutes while this guy started walking up and down the street searching for us.
Yeah, man. Those were the days, whether it be garbage cans or, for us, and I think Stevie talked about it too, throwing snowballs at cars. I would say that's the dumbest thing that I've done with my friends, because then, of course, when the car stops, you realize, oh, crap, they're going to come out and beat me.
Oh, yeah. Eggs, snowballs, all seem like a good idea until that one car stops. And then you're like, this was a terrible idea. We're little children compared to this giant person running at us.
Oh, man, dude. It was dark early in the morning when we went to school, so that's when we would do it. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, man, we're on the run, and then you're missing the bus. And, I mean, it was just either you got beat up or you got yelled at and probably smacked around by your parents, because I grew up in the 60s. One way or the other, you were getting a beating for throwing snowballs at cars because you missed the bus because you were running away from the dude, or, the dude beat you up. It's like, hey, great.
Someone now texted him saying a good friend of mine was married and him and his wife were having some marital problems. So he came to me and wanted me to join him and his wife in the bedroom. I thought about it for a while, and after him doing a little bit of begging, I agreed to it. Not long after, they ended up filing for divorce, and they used that as the excuse on why he needed to leave her.
Ah, how convenient.
So they used his friend
This
to bang his wife so he could leave his wife?
This is a big brain play on this one, yeah.
And you don't even have to.
That's what friends are for.
You can just leave your spouse. It all is going to work out half and half. I mean, I don't think there's much you can do in Washington State unless maybe, even then murder, I'm not too sure, that will get you to get out of having to lose half your stuff. Yeah, I mean, you just leave. You don't have to come up with goofy excuses like that.
Well, maybe he just wanted one. I don't know. Or
maybe he wanted the devil's threesome.
Well, he got it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still friends.
He got him out of the marriage. They should be. He got to use him as an excuse.
Yeah, he's a true friend. He did you a solid.
Yeah. I mean,
doing your wife. Or do you think that the friend is still hooking up with the wife now?
Ooh, boy. That's a good question.
How'd you guys meet?
Well,
funny story.
Yeah.
I helped get them divorced.
Yeah.
Never believed it would happen to me.
I got his wife. Yeah. Got his wife and half his cash. It worked out really well for me.
I mean, are we sure that this is a dude? Maybe it was a female friend.
Hadn't even
and maybe
thought
she's
about
still
that.
hooking up with a wife. Who knows?
That's a very good point there, Vicky.
I hadn't thought about that, Vicky. We just went down the devil's threesome, but it could have been, traditional. Yeah. All right, well, hey, everyone's a winner there. Yeah. Well, there's a popular celebrity that actually was offered an opportunity to go to space before William Shatner, but turned it down because they wanted him to pay $28 million. You're going to hear from the celebrity at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, and one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
We missed you! Come here, kids. It's so good to see you again. Grandma and I have to catch up. Why don't you play in the other room for a bit? Okay! It's good to see you again, Mom. We all missed you.
I'm sorry it took so long. I lost a lot to my gambling problems, but I'm happy to have my life back with you.
We are too, Mom.
If gambling is creating a problem for you, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.